Are you loving the idea of poetry tea time, but you have boys and they're not much into tea time or poetry? Well, today I want to share with you some poetry books that are going to be perfect for little boys. Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom to 3 kids. I've been homeschooling since 2012 and I'm here to share with you all the tips and ideas that I have on my homeschooling journey as you walk through yours. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're notified when I record or put out a video. So today I just want to share with you guys some poetry tea time books that I have for my son. I know that the Brave Writer's poetry tea time idea seems awesome, but some of you guys, we have boys and the boys may not want to study poetry or have tea time. It may not be that appealing to some of them. So today I want to share with you some tips that I have to make it a little bit more enjoyable for those boys who are not into it. So the first tip is to make sure that you have the appropriate poetry books. So take a look at some of these books.
Vile Verses by Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl is best remembered as the author of many loved children's stories, but he also created some imaginative and outrageous verses. This book has full-color original illustrations and has poems from a distinguished group of more than 20 artists. From oozing globes to slimy slugs, this collection is sure to get your boys' attention. Making Friends with Frankenstein, a book of monstrous poems and pictures. This is a hilarious collection of nonsense rhymes, and they present a variety of ridiculous monsters, insults, aliens, and puns. What's for Dinner? What in nature could be more poetic than the hunt for food and the struggle for survival? There are 29 poems in here that will make readers squirm at the realities of how the animal world catches food, eats it, and becomes dinner in turn.
There's so many different books for boys that have poetry themes. You have bugs, you have monsters, you can do pirate poems, you can do bug poems, you can do funny poems, you can do dragon themed poetry tea time. There's so many different types of tea times that you can look. If you just look up poetry tea time for boys, you'll find a couple of websites, not too many, that have different ideas. The next tip is to have some appropriate snacks. If you're gonna do a monster theme like we did, and today we made some monster cupcakes and I got some Halloween type goodies to put on top of the cupcakes, and that was what my son used for his dessert for poetry tea time. And I still did use our teacups, but if your kid doesn't like teacups, you can use coffee mugs or you can use cups. You can put hot cocoa. My son doesn't like tea, so I just do juice. There's so many different things that you can do with that as well. Also have some fun when writing poetry with your boys. There's so many different types of poetries types of poetries that they can write, limericks and haikus and different things that they can have fun with. They can write within their theme. They don't have to write about trees and flowers. They could write about bugs and monsters or pirates or anything that boys want to write about. My son always writes the silliest poems, and it's okay because that's his personality and that's the type of poems that he likes to write. As long as he's following the format of whatever poem I'm teaching him, I don't mind it at all. So I hope these little tips helped you guys to create a better poetry tea time for your boys, and I hope you like those books that I chose. There's plenty more out there. The ones that I showed you today were just the monster themed tea times. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I just want to thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.